Alright, welcome back everybody to the motherfucking Rec League. My name's Paradox. I'm gonna be your caster, host, lover, who cares, anything you want to be tonight. We have been, waiting a little bit. Unfortunately, Mr. Orion has taken 3 years to finally show up. But we're finally gonna be getting underway here in hopefully the next 20 seconds. Oh. Oh, for the love of Christ. I'm about to say, are they gonna start losing bans for how long this shit's taken? Yeah, we got our series tonight between Wits Enders and GIT. So we got the number 4 versus 6 seed, I think it is, or 4 versus 5 seed for MST. Yeah, 8 o'clock game, by the way. It also doesn't help that I just ate a pretty big meal, so if anyone's out there, happy Mother's Day. Say it to your mother. Go give her a hug, give her a kiss, anything. Respect the woman that brought you into this world. I just had a nice little dinner with my mom, so I had a pretty good day. All right, let's see. We're just waiting for Pierre to get over. Bro, holy shit, man. You just started, man. That's ridiculous. Just get in here. We're finally going to be jumping into the game here. Going to be starting off with a Singe ban, so we're going to be targeting Pierre here in the top lane. Don't want to deal with the Singed champion, very annoying. It's pretty good into most of Scott's champs, so not bad to get rid of it. Be taking away Orion's Lilia, so that's not surprising at all. Pretty standard ban so far. Now, I wonder if blue side's going to leave open the Jinx and just look to B1 it, because Mike's been kind of a Jinx merchant so far this season, so I wonder if they'll take that game 1 and then force him onto Aphelios. Be targeting the Jhin seconds. Yeah, that makes me think that they are going to try and B1 Jinx. Just because they're going to try and get rid of some lane bully champions. Alright, Scott's Aatrox going to be taken out. Probably his best champion. Also, Pierre just doesn't like playing against him, especially if he wants to go something like a Sion. Easily Sion's worst matchup. Alright, and the final ban's going to be targeting Gemstone's Lux in the mid lane, so going to be taking that away from him, put him on something else. His Lux, I think, has been his best champion. He's had 2 or 3 games, and each of those games he's done a pretty good job at her, and I definitely strains him a bit. Final ban gonna be Jarvan, so taking that away from Orion. And I expect with the way they've been banning, they're gonna go for the Jinx. We got an Ashe hover here. yeah, they're going to be just taking the B1 Jinx, like I said. Taking it away from Wits Enders. It's been their best champion for the AD carry role this season. Alright, Caitlyn going to be picked up here. That's kind of surprising. Caitlyn going to be grabbed here. I wonder if they're going to pair with it. Or are they going to try and go for Kate more? No, it's Hardy. Huh. So what are they going to pair with it? So typically with Caitlyn, you want lanes that get shoved, like Lux, Morgana. I wonder if maybe they might try and bust out the Hardy Xerath? If Swice tries to go for like an enchanter here, like if he goes for like a Lulu, I could see Kate Xerath being a brutal lane for them. Malphite going to be picked up here, so that could be flex to jungle and top lane. But typically, it's like kind of the Urgot counter in a, like, technically, it is and it isn't at the same time. Simply because it's hard for Malphite to die, but then also you never really kill Urgot, and Urgot's just better in a side lane. But it's good into the Jinx, or into the Caitlyn, it's good into the Urgot here. We're going to be seeing the Thresh picked up, so I think with that Thresh lock-in, we might see the deterrent towards the Nautilus, rather than trying something, go for like a poke lane. So just get the counter pick into the Thresh, and still have that point-click CC for the Jinx, is what I would assume that they would pick up here. No, so they're going to opt into the Leona, so that's a bit surprising. I think Nautilus would have been a lot better there. You know, the Thresh hard counters Leona, and you don't really ever have that point click ability like with the Nautilus. And if you just take Cleanse, the Jinx isn't ever really in a threat. But hey, they feel more comfortable on the Leona. It's a better pick. We're going to be seeing the Ahri band away here from Moxie in the mid lane. Alright, Gemstone's Fizz is going to be taken away. So with the Fizz ban, that makes me kind of think that they want to go for a Syndra in the mid lane. So I would like to see probably red side ban that on 5 here. Just because Syndra is... Fizz is like one of Syndra's best counters. And yeah, there it is. Going to be the Syndra on B5, or R5 for the 5th ban. Now, what more? They're going to try and take away the Victor, potentially, from Gemstone. What would Moxian play into Victor? The only thing I can think of maybe, like, Hui, but I don't think he's practiced Hui enough to lock it in. If I see another Nivea, I rage. Brother, you're probably going to be raging then. Because with that Sightless ban... The Sightless ban, huh? Okay, well, the Sightless ban is just, you know, there because of the Malphite, so I don't hate it. With the Syndra, I would probably going to see Victor locked in here. No, instead they're going to opt to go for the Skarner, so they're going to take the jungle pick and going to give Gemstone the counter pick here. Now, I wonder if Scott busts out the Fiora. What else could he play? Or if he's, I feel like he's just going to take the Malphite top. So instead, just going to opt to go for the weak side top lane. Going to get Orion's Ivern and Swice's Irelia. Okay, they're going very dive heavy. I want to see an anti-dive mid laner here. I want something that's going to have good disengage. What's a mid laner that can like disengage? It's probably just an Anivia, honestly, or a Brand. Brand actually goes insane. I don't like Victor. I don't think Victor's... I think Brand or like a Nivea would be better than the Victor. I think you need something to just peel backwards. And yeah, they're going to lock in the Brand here on R5. So I really like that. I think the Brand is disgusting this game. Like, Irelia is just going to get she's going to be hit badly. Now, the issue I'm seeing with Blue Side's team comp is that they don't have the best engage. Like, their only real engage is, like, Malphite ult and, like, a Thresh Q. Or maybe an Ivern, like, knockup. Like, they don't really have, a go button. Versus the red side, who has the Leona to just go in. You have the Skarner, who can look for flanks. Urgot, if he's able to get, like, a reset, he can E-flash someone. So, and then at the same time, the only AP damage is going to be Ivern and Malphite. So this Skarner, Urgot, and Leona are going to be extremely tanky. And I think once Brand gets rivalized, I don't see a way that GIT can really play the game too well. Because they lose in a side lane. I feel like they lose front to back, because unless they're able to get a reset on Jinx, I think Irelia just gets DPS down. But it's going to be interesting to see. If I had to choose which team I'd rather play on, I'd definitely take red side. Just because they kind of have like 3 like pushing lanes. So Leona Caitlyn will probably get shove. Not early. I feel like Thresh, just because he's range, will have more prio than Leona. But once you get some levels and some items on the Caitlyn, she'll be getting shove. Once Brand hits, like, I think level 5, he can start one-shotting the wave pretty much. So never have to really worry too much about Irelia jumping on you if you just kind of shove the wave and then just look to roam into the jungle with your Skarner. And then Urgot's just going to function as an Urgot really in the early game. So it's going to be on Skarner. I think Mars has a lot. He's very open up this game. All right, he has pretty much perma-prio in all his lanes. So he should be able to get dragons whenever he wants. He should get first move to Scuttles. He should be able to get at least a couple to Void Grubs, presumably all of them, I feel like, because Ivern Malphite is a really weak topside, especially pre-6. So the first 3 should easily go to Wit's Enders if they move properly around the map. But, you know, there's still ways for blue side to win. It's not just, you know, just like a holy hell, this is like one lopsided-ass draft. Witender kind of has an Exodia comp. Is that like Exodia the team, or just like a holy hell, that team is like disgusting together? Because if it's the team, I don't see that. But if it's the just working as 5 together, I think, yeah, they have a really good team comp into blue sides. And I think before the Brand, I think if they go Victor, it's a lot worse. But this Brand, I think it's solidified red side's team comp, because Brand's just going to throw all of his spells in this team fight. And the Malphite, I played Malphite last finals into Reklatz's Brand, and it was miserable. It's awful. I hated it. Yeah. It really is. I think unfortunately I just don't like the Irelia. I think it's really hard for Irelia to play this game. Alright, we got a black screen. Skarner nerf. Skarner is still disgustingly broken. Though I really wish Mars didn't go Aftershock. This is not really a game where you need Aftershock. I think just either going Grasp or hell, even Phase Rush would probably be better than Aftershock, because I don't feel like you need to be super tanky. Glacial? I think you're cooking too much with that. It's only good on your E. If you miss your E, then you don't have a Keystone. Alright, let's see the win rate.
Let me look up my statistics.
Oh, wow, Phase Rush is actually terrible on him. But no, Grasp is just the best one, still. PTA has a pretty good win rate, 57% in 1,000 games, so that's not terrible. I mean, it makes sense, 3-hit auto. Yeah, the Irelia is... I hated the Irelia. I think it's just... I hate Irelia right now. I don't like her as a champion. She's extremely feast or famine. Alright, they're going to be moving in as 5. I wonder if Swice is going to go for a flash hook here. Not going to opt for it. I think the only reason he didn't go for it is because he doesn't have Hex Flash. Yeah, he doesn't have Hex Flash, so not good to burn it early. No. Like I said, we were talking in the draft. Mars, I think at 5 minutes he should be getting this. Like, Bran should have shove, Caitlyn should have shove. I think he needs to stack dragons as fast as possible, because if he can speed up the game. Yeah, it's gonna be on Caitlyn, or not Caitlyn, Jinx. It's just it's a game where Jinx has to 1v9, unfortunately. And like you have the Malphite and the Ivern, I guess, to set her up, but it just doesn't feel good. Are gonna opt to go for the Comet, so Pierre actually gonna be going for the Cull. Now, Cull actually has this unique interaction with Urgot where you with the restore 3 health per hit, it actually counts on every single one of Urgot's W autos. So it's really good on Urgot if you just... It's actually better than D-Shield sometimes to heal you back up in lane. Because if you're able to just hit the wave with one rotation of W, you get like 60 to 70 HP back. We're going to start with an early pause, unfortunately. This it's an 8 o'clock game, by the way, and we're 2 minutes in. Oh, I never checked out the prediction. Let's see. 56% in favor of Wits. I thought that would be a little bit higher, not going to lie. Now, you always know the fabled tale, never bet on Hardy, but I think it's one of those situations where you can, just because of how bad I think Blue Side got outdrafted. Yeah, they want a front to back. The problem is Bran just fucks their front to back. Like, Malphite's gonna get just disgustingly shredded. Like, they have so much damage. And one thing I do like is that Mike's actually opting to go for the first strike Caitlyn. So typically, you're like, why are you going first strike? They have like Malphite and Thresh, who's going to be pretty tanky because he had to go after Shock, and then you're going to have to deal with Daisy. But I actually don't think it's his job to do that much damage this game, because I think it's going to be on Pierre and Gemstone to actually be doing most of the damage in these team fights. I think Mike's job is just to play like a lethality Varus type character, where they're just going to be poking down. He's just going to be, stacking up passive and then just jumping, just walking up and trying to like get a long range auto. Moxie just going to be dashing around here early. I don't really think they don't have that good of pick angles. Like, those aren't really champions that you find picks. Like, I guess Malphite has okay pick potential, but you got to use your ultimate. Oh, -1. You have to use your ultimate there. Quick hook by the Thresh here onto the Caitlyn. We're going to walk into the trap. Now, they already have a ward on this brush, so they are going to see the potential level 3 gank out of Orion here. So Mars just going to be able to clear his camps. Actually, Mars got, I think, Raptor stolen. Orion's still just going to try and force a gank. Yeah, no cleanse Jinx is extremely greedy. Like, if you get hit by a single Leona ultimate, you're dead. Like, it's lights out for you, brother. You're putting a lot of faith on the Thresh to peel you. Ooh, and one thing, actually, Pierre opted to go for Conquer Urgot, so a little bit of tech there. I don't know. I really don't feel like you need D-Shield if you just... I guess he only went D-Shield early just because he wants to... He just wants to, like, try and get CS He just wants to stand on top of Pierre and just get CS rather than poke him harder. We'll be seeing a gank here on the top lane. Now, even though he is here, he's probably just E's away once he gets it up. No, unfortunately, he doesn't have the mana for E, so he's actually going to be forced to flash here. Yeah, he needs to. Oh, just gonna walk onto another trap. Geez, Swice is taking a lot of poke damage here. But yeah, we got early shove here by Gemstone. Just gonna look to get some top prio Mars. I would love to just see you just start Dragon. Mid lane hasn't taken a reset yet, so just run mid after Raptors, help your mid shove, and then just ask your bot lane to shove next wave. And I think you guys can low-key start Dragon. Ooh, Moxie taking some big damage. I think low-key Gemstone might have been able to ult him there. But yeah, rough time. He needs to just shove this wave as fast as he can. Yeah, which he is doing. He needs to get this wave under turret because Irelia does have TP advantage. So we're just gonna use all of his spells. We're just gonna stand on the trap. That's a really like cocky thing to do. Ooh, Malphite gonna be jumped in here by the Urgot, gonna get hit by the hook and pulled back in. Gonna use the ultimate right as he hits level 6 off the minion. That's gonna be first blood going over to Pierre here on the Urgot. So rough time there. It looks like he was trying to get the wave in top lane, but unfortunately just a bad timing. Mars able to find that. I'm gonna look to start up the Void Grubs here. Now he is getting jumped in on. The Malphite did hit level, well, he TP'd back and he's trying to hit level 6 off of the minion wave. Is finally gonna be able to find level 6. But Gemstone's finally here and he has ultimate. They could easily fight this if they want to. Oh, Orion's probably gonna be forced to flash here. Yeah. Flash gonna be burnt by Orion. He's gonna have to get out of here. I think if Scott goes in, he just Malphite or Brand's just gonna do Brand things. Oh god. Moxie gonna get caught out there by the Brand stun. But gonna be able to at least be able to jump in onto Gemstone here. Gonna be able to burst him down. The rough time here because Pierre had to use his ultimate last gank. Oh, not able to get the connection onto the wall, so gonna be a rough time, but all in all, it's gonna be a 1 for 2, but Pierre did get the second kill. Let's see, who got one of the Void Grubs? Actually, Red Side got all 3 Void Grubs, so that is that's perfectly fine. Like, you have a 2-0 Irelia, but once again, I think unless she gets like 8-0, I don't think it's gonna mean much, because Brand can just start one-shotting waves. Ooh, ultimate going to be used by Pierre here. He needs one more auto, and he's able to get the execute threshold. So Pierre going to get another kill here. Yeah, I don't like tier Malphite. I also hate tabbies this game. I think just they have too much CC you got to deal with. You need to go Merc Treads because unfortunately if they have a CC heavy team comp, you pretty much have to go Mercs as a tank. Otherwise, you're just going to get CC to death because Riot removed pretty much all like tenacity from tanks builds. Because you're never going to build Wit's End and you're never building Starex, so you're not getting any extra tenacity from your items. Hardy gonna bait this in. I think they actually don't want this fight. Mike is here. Zenith Blade going to be used by Hardy here. He's going to hold down Swice. Mars almost trolled. Dear God, brother. Devin trying to fight the Caitlyn here, but you don't want that because she's on Rectrix and Serrated Dirk, so. Now, ooh. Moxie going to unfortunately just miss the ultimate. Going to take some big poke damage from Gemstone here. Has to be careful if he jumps in. I think Gemstone just hits ultimate and you just die. Yeah, but you're never gonna want Irelia in a 1v1 because Pierre will never. She can't dive him under turret, and if she's in a side lane, then you don't actually have any kill pressure in a 4v4 because then it's just all your damage is on Irelia. Ultimate going to be used by Gemstone here. Has to be careful. Flash going to be used, and that's going to be a 3-0. Irelia going to find the solo kill here. Gemstone just. He didn't go. I think he needs to rush tier 2 boots. I think you need the extra movement speed unless he opted to go for free boots. I think just building it early, getting what would he want this game? They can't really itemize MR, so probably just short boots. Show me your Irelia mastery. I think she's like mastery 7 on my main. She's actually my most played because I used to be an Irelia one trick. Ooh, Pierre gonna get hooked underneath turret here. He's gonna use the flash ultimate. Scott going to have to flash after it though because he will get pulled into the threshold. Ooh, we're gonna find the Q here onto Pierre. Mars has to go help his top laner. They don't want this fight though because Pierre does a lot of damage. They will trade 1 for 1, so able to get the shutdown. It's gonna go over to the Ivern, but it's actually not a bad person to get it on, especially if they're able to hit Redemption. Don't jump on that because you will get ulted underneath turret. Yeah, just gonna hop out. Swice is going to get poked down by the brand here in the mid lane, but looking at the state of the map, it's actually not the worst lane state for Wits, or for GIT. The Caitlyn is huge. Holy hell, I just realized. Jinx going to shoot the rocket. Going to come up here and going to find the connection onto nobody. Well, onto full HP Gemstone. He's going to pop the ultimate onto 3 of them. 2-man ult by Mars here. Going to hold down the Malphite and the Irelia. Ultimate going to be used by Pierre to try and chase down Scott. Ghost going to be popped. They're going to get the threshold execute. Irelia going to get bursted down by, or not bursted down, just DPS down by the Leona and the Skarner. That's going to be a 2 for 0 in favor of Wits Enders. And I think that might just be game. Well, for now. I think if both these teams were like evenly matched, I would call a game at this point because now you have 4 Void Grub, you got Dragon in a minute, and Caitlyn's up 40 CS, 4 turret plates, top's pretty much over. Yeah, I think this is a game where you just like, all right, we're just like, all right, it's whatever. Draft diff, just go next. Save mental. Daisy going to be used by Orion here, but he has to be careful. Like, Pierre does a lot of damage. Ultimate going to be used by Scott. Does Pierre have flash? He doesn't, so just going to be annoying. If he can buy time for Skarner to come in, though. He has the Merc Treads. Nah. Scott going to pick up the kill here into top lane. Flash going to be used by Orion. I don't even think even if he did connect it, I don't think you're killing him. All right, let's look at the gold graph. So we got 1,300 lead in the top lane. Mars is actually up 300 gold. Irelia is only up 800 gold now, so Even though she's 3-1 and up 20 CS, it's still not that big of a lead. And the Caitlyn's actually up 1,300, so she's starting to get pretty big. Now, if you're GIT, how do you get back into this game? I think they just need to not do this. Zenith Blade and the ultimate going to be used by Hardy here to try and find the pick on a Swice, but they don't expect Moxie to just be roaming down here. They're trying to get out. Ooh, Hardy with a fail flash. Ultimate going to be used by the Jinx here to secure the kill. Flash going to be used by Mike to just try and disengage. Mars, if he has ultimate, going to pull the Irelia back into their team and just going to allow the Caitlyn DPS them down. Pierre trying to jump in onto Scott here. Ultimate going to be used, and I don't know if he has the damage to chase him down. Unfortunately, the attack speed slow is just a little bit too strong. So Scott will be able to walk away, but still just a rough time there. Ooh, Pierre actually going to be going under turret. Scott doesn't have flash, and ultimate's actually about 10 seconds out, so just going to force him off that and probably secure first turret here in the top lane. Second dragon going over. Pierre has to be careful. Scott tried to ult him after the E stun, but not able to find it in time, unfortunately. Ultimate going to be used by Mike. Just going to get some decent poke damage. Going to take 600 HP away off a single ability. Fun times. Yeah. We got Dragon spawning here in 4 minutes. It's going to be a Cloud Dragon. So, actually, both teams kind of love Cloud Dragon. Like, Malphite likes it. Ivern doesn't really care for it too much, but it's nice. Yeah, really loves it. Jinx she doesn't mind it. She's pretty good with her. She's able to get like a reset. But Skarner loves it. Brand loves it. Urgot loves it. Leona loves it. Like, both sides benefit a lot from Cloud Dragon this game, or Cloud Soul. Rift Tail are going to be started up here by Wit's Enders, so they're going to try and grab that objective. Orion going to be coming in here down into the bot lane. Now, they have a tier 2, but Hardy's just getting focused down too much. Just too many slows. Ooh, ultimate actually going to be used. Going to find it. And if he kills Daisy in time... Oh, going to burn to the red buff? What burned? How did he burn? Was it like the Bush empowered auto? Mike, you gotta run, brother. Ooh, TP gonna be used by the Urgot to prevent the Thresh from chasing it down. The Caitlyn Ghost actually gonna be popped. Riley's gonna find the connection on a Swice who doesn't have flash, but I think the Riley slow is just too much. Scott's actually gonna come in with a TP. He's gonna flash forward. Not able to get a reset on anybody. Devin trying to flash forward, but the Caitlyn's going to use the ultimate to secure the kill. Now, they have the DPS down. Skarner just kind of sitting in the river, doing, who knows what. Ah, shutdown going to be stolen by the Malphite, unfortunately. Not able to get to the turret, but what looked to be pretty good for Wit's Enders actually kind of turned on them with the Malphite TP coming in. But still, I don't really know how much is going to help. It helps because, you got at least your Jinx closer to 2 items, but once Gemstones gets Leandries, like, Malphite's going to be useless in a team fight. Well, they never actually get to chase him down. Without Rylai's, the Thresh just walks away because he doesn't care because there's no slow. So then he just pops Ghost for nothing. So it doesn't matter. The only reason they were able to continue the fight is because he was slowing the Thresh. Thresh can. Devin gonna be potentially caught out by Pierre here. Mars brother, what the hell, bro? What is with these drivers in this league? Daisy gonna be used by Orion here. Flashing after him is actually Orion, who's getting chased down. They don't know that the Aurelia is right behind them, unfortunately. And Brand so far away, it's gonna be shut down. Going over to Moxian here. Flashing out of the fight is gonna be Mike here, though. They do secure the turret, and Pierre, you are so overextended. Okay. That's going to be 3 kills going over to GIT here. Does it still matter? I don't know. This Aurelia is getting pretty big. She's 7-2. At about the same amount of gold as... Okay, why? Why are we going Hullbreaker and then permanently fighting? Yeah, Mars... I don't know what the fuck Mars is doing. Now Gemstone... Man, like... What is Wits Enders doing? Like, they have the lead, but they're just getting caught out for no reason. Ivern already on 15 Magi stacks and 2 items, so he's starting to get huge. Yeah. Insane 5v5 front to back potential, and then they just constantly get caught out or make stupid decisions. They're going to be caught out here once again underneath the tier. Is he caught out, though, is the real question, because that's a lot of damage, even with the redemption. Okay, but they're just going to use Malphite ult. That was a lot of damage, surprisingly. I mean, I guess Moxian doesn't actually have much armor. He's full MR right now. Man, Gemstone needs to get to Leandries. The fact that he's not on Leandries yet at 23 minutes that's rough. No, Malphite's ultimate's already... Wow, it's already back up. Did he go? No, he didn't. Damn, that's just a really short cooldown. It's only 80 seconds right now. But the Caitlyn just poking out the Jinx here, healthing him. Pierre trying to jump in onto Scott, but nothing going to be found. Why is my... Oh, there we go. I hate how you can't tab out but then tab back in without like your FPS dropping. Whoa, Mike just went so far forward. If Moxian was there, he's dead. Because Scott probably would have just instantly ulted him. Ooh. Pierre, I don't know if you want that. TP going to be finally used to save the tier 2 bot lane here. Hardy, you're probably going to get caught out. They have to be careful that, what's his name, isn't able to disengage, because if Moxine's able to TP in here... Pierre, you don't win that, brother. Brother, you don't win that. You're half health. Gemstone going to get caught out here. Redemption going to be used to at least keep Swice pretty healthy. Two-man ultimate going to be used by Mars to hold down Thresh. They're finally able to get the reset. Scott doesn't have ultimate. I don't know if he missed it or what happened. Moxie going to be able to finally walk up the river here. Jinx is kind of free-firing. Two-item Jinx is able to hit here. Pierre is finally in the fight, though, and he's able to heal up. Ultimate going to be used by the Caitlyn. They're not going to body block it! So Jinx going to end up falling to the ultimate. And it's going to be a 3 for 2. 2 kills being picked up by the brand. And that's probably better for Wits Enders with 50 seconds before Dragon. That's both sums out of the Jinx. You know, it is both sums out of your mid laner. But it's a rough time. You know, you're sitting on component items for a lot of your players. Jinx is not happy after that. I know I wouldn't. Pierre, brother. Pierre's caught out. Doesn't matter, though, because Hardy's just sitting in the shadows, and actually, that is a 1k bounty going to Pierre, and I think that should be game now. Okay, hopefully it's game now. Jesus, that is some big damage. Even onto a Thresh who's pretty tanky. Now it's only a 2k gold lead, but that's pretty much all on the mid lane and top lane for Wits Enders. So it's kind of just like which lane's going to carry harder, but then also you got to also look at the almost 3k gold lead and 80 carry. One thing I'm surprised though is that Orion and Mars are pretty much even in gold. Despite one being 112. I'm going to try and potentially chase him down here, but without Jinx or Irelia anywhere nearby, they can't actually look for anything. Only 4 more XP for who? Oh, 4 more KP. Yeah. I think that's not even... No, they don't care if that's the person you hook out. Ooh. Okay, I don't think you want to do that, Orion. Ooh, Gemstone going to get jumped in on here and just going to get one shot by the Irelia, unfortunately. Oh, God, wait, Moxie? Ah! Oh, Flash going to be used by Mars. Going to get the slow from the dead man's plate. But Dragon going to be started. Pierre is here in the top side. Pierre's going to get caught out here. Going to be able to buffer the ultimate from the Malphite, but I don't think it's going to matter. What is going on, bro? That's probably gonna... Hardy. Hardy, do it. Hardy! It's a little bit too early. I would say, Hardy, you are my goat if you steal this. Trying to get the flash over the wall, but my god, he cannot move. Yeah, I really don't like the tabbies. This is 100% a Merc Tread game. I think you're tanky enough with Aftershock. You just need to be able to move. But that's like very minute. I meant to hit 4 and hit E. No, it's actually a pretty interesting game so far. When red team front to backs, it's wild. Yeah. The issue though is that Pierre has to be the one matching the Irelia, and he's never actually the one doing it. He's always sending Gemstone. So I'm a bit confused on why that is. Because you have armor, Irelia doesn't. Malphite has armor, and Brand does magic damage. So if you just send Brand into the Malphite, hit a single ability, Malphite can't move and won't do anything. And then Pierre just goes and, you know, beats up on Moxian because he's building pretty much full magic resist. Yeah, I don't know why. I guess he's just like tunnel visioning. It really should just be like, yo, I know it's not my laner, but like I'm just gonna be perma matching the Irelia now. Because you've seen what happens when you get that 1v1 with the Irelia. Whoa, Mars, I don't think you want that, brother. We do have Dragon spawning here in 3 minutes. Pierre is here on the top side of the map. Tori, I don't think you want that. Wait, I just realized they gave over Dragon for free. This is also why I hate the Hullbreaker. I know Hullbreaker is like one of Urgot's best items. I just don't think it's a Hullbreaker type game. I think if he just has Sterix here and he's just permanently grouping, he just does so much more for his team. Oh, it looks like Thresh potentially tried to find a hook onto somebody, but Scott gonna get dragged away by Mars here. Gonna throw that, but he's gonna end up burning out. Actually, wow, nice snipe by DevMets there. And Moxian gonna jump in onto Urgot here with the Ivern there on his side, but still, it's just gonna be a 2-for-2 for both teams. Oh yeah. If anyone in chat, you know, you're kind of hungry and you don't know what you want to eat that week, check us out at Factor Meals. You know, it's right there in the chat. We have a nice little promo going on at the moment. You get 20% off your next month and you're 50% off your first box. So if you want to check that out, help the league, we really appreciate that. All right. Somehow, GIT now has a 1,400 gold lead. Really shouldn't be at that point. We are at a full build Ivern. Brother is at 25 Medjais. He's bought Dawn Core. He pretty much is as strong as he's going to get. He's never selling this because Ivern without movement speed is useless. All right. Even through the shield, it still did 500 damage. That's insane. No, Serpent's is still amazing. Like, Pierre could low-key go Serpents, and it's not even bad. Like, it's still 35% less shields. And, you know, you have Shield. Shield W. Ivern. Malphite shield. No Heartsteel. Yeah, it's a little weird because it is, even though it's not the best Heartsteel game, it is still just Skarner's best performing item by like a mile. It's kind of just like Irelia and they build Bork. It's just like, it's kind of synonymous with the champion just because of the way he works, because he has the empowered auto and he just synergizes so well with it. Pierre slowly chasing down Scott. Might force out the flash? I don't know. Oh god, Moxian gonna get caught out here. He's gonna flash onto the Thresh Lantern. Gemstone gonna pop the Ghost here just to try and chase him down. Ultimate gonna be used by Ivern here. Daisy gonna be summoned and probably just gonna get traded out for free. Pierre actually struggling to do damage to Scott at this point in the game. Only actual real damage items is the Hullbreaker and the Black Cleaver, so... Yeah, where are you getting the 4 from? They got 2 melees, Irelia and Malphite. Al, do you want me to ban you again and just see you start baby raging through Twice's account? I don't know if Swice actually wants that. They do find out Hardy. Ultimate going to be summoned by Orion here. Pierre is really caught out. Doesn't even have the Sterex shield yet, so they're able to get 1 reset. I don't think Jinx was able to get the reset, though. Ultimate going to be used. It's just a whole clown fiesta. And wait, they just get aced? Mars is going to be forced to flash out afterwards, and that's actually going to be game. Pierre just got caught out. Jinx is able to get a reset. Wow. And that's probably going to be game. They have the wave in the bot side of the map. They can play off Jinx resets. Jesus. Red side actually found a way to end this game away. Wow. That's going to be at 26-18 for GIT. And unfortunately, Wit's Ender's just stealing victory from the jaws of defeat. Is that the saying? I don't know. It's like some backwards saying. It's something. Pretty much they had no way to actually, like, they pretty much threw that game away. Red side should have easily won that. But no, well played by GIT, you know, they did a good job. You know, they found opportunities. You know, Ryan played really well in the Ivern. They were able to play to their strengths. They got the reset on Jinx, and they were just snowball 1 late game team fight off of it. Yeah, stealing defeat from the jaws of victory. That's what it is. Motorcycle chariot racing? What the fuck is that? Oh, let me Google that. Huh. This ain't the most hillbilly shit I've ever seen. That is interesting, though. I wonder what other forms of chariot racing. You could do like maybe like ATV, dirt bike, do like cow chariot racing. Just trying to do like the most like hillbilly thing you can think of. High octane cattle chariots. Goddamn right, brother. Jesus Christ. That sounds like something you have to do drunk as shit. The closest thing I've ever had is my grandfather would hook up some sleds to the back of his tractor, and he would just drive us through his big ass field, like during the wintertime when it was snowy and everything, and we just hold on. It's surprising. Every time we did it, we only broke one arm. And that was my cousin. You know, not my fault. He can't hold on. So we like ready. Like we did all we could. Hold the fuck on. Like at the end of the day, it's not my fault. You can't hold on properly. All right, finally, I'm gonna be jumping into game 2 here. Now, we gotta think back. All right, what the hell can Wits Enders do differently? All right, because it's not like last game they just lost because it was a draft diff. No, they lost because they just didn't know how to play their draft properly. So, if you were Wits Enders, what the hell are you telling your team? Because you can't use draft difference as an excuse. We did all we could. Hold the fuck on. You had a very big winning draft, and you guys ended up losing. True, just draft 4 losing lanes, and you'll somehow win. Like, just draft, like, blind pick, like, Twitch Yumi into, like, Draven Pike. Fucking pick, like, Vigar into Fizz. Kale into Nasus top lane or something. Kha'Zix into Elise jungle. Just trying to use everything that's, like, the most miserable experience. Alright, I'll check it out after a draft is let's look at these bands. We're going to be seeing Camille, Garen, Talia for Witenders. Going to be targeting 2 of Scott's main champs he's played this season. Going to take out the Talia. So going to force Moxian onto something else. We're going to be seeing the Aphelios, Nautilus, and Anivia band. And we're going to be seeing the Zac B1. So we're going to be seeing Zac flex probably between Mars and Pierre here on blue side. Yeah, I'm surprised they left the Aatrox open. I guess they feel that he can deal with it top lane. Alright, Sivir going to be picked up here. Now, typically Sivir blind is not really a champion. You just... Sivir Nami, that is a combo. So I guess they're taking it away, but like... I guess they take away Nami because typically if you see Sivir, usually you pick Lucian into her. Because that is like typically like Sivir's worst matchup. So you want to deny the Lucian Nami potential. But I don't really think Mike and Hardy would bust out Lucian Nami. So they're going to opt in to go for the Misfortune instead. Now I think we're going to see Aatrox on 3. So now that I feel like they should know that. How do you structure your draft here? Do you want to grab support? You can keep like Zac as a flex to support if you want to do that. No, they said they're just going to lock in support here. Yeah, this is option 2. I don't think we're ever doing option 1 this season. Oh, wait. Oh, this is option 2 draft. Oh, shit. So everything's banned. Oh, I did not know that. I thought that was option. I thought that's what option 1 was. Oh, shit. Okay, well, that changes a lot. So yeah, now I'm a bit more surprised. I'm like, okay, why didn't they just like take Jinx from Mike? I didn't know that it was option 2. Okay. All right, Victor gonna be banned out here. So, man, what is Moxian gonna play? Because I feel like most of his champions have been banned out. I think they should just target more. Go like Hui. God, what else would he play? Hui Vigar, maybe, I guess? I don't know if he plays anything else, really. He'd be banning out Yone, so... Yeah, opt to actually ban out Moxian's Yone. Huh. Gamba? Be Gamba my nuts in your mouth. Respectfully, of course. Yeah, Syndra and Ahri were banned game 1. Are we seeing Darius locked in? Wow, that's actually another champion I'm surprised that got through. Pierre typically hates playing against Darius, so what is he going to lock in here as a counter? Is that Gemstone? Actually, wow, that's actually surprising. I'm surprised they didn't grab Hui. Because Pierre doesn't play Darius, so if they wanted to just take the Hui, they could have, but now Gemstone actually going to steal it away from Moxian. Now, what is Moxian going to play now? Because Lux is banned. Is Pierre actually going to go Dr. Mundo into Darius? That does not sound fun at all. Wow, we're going to lock... Okay, I'm going to check the win rate. I don't know, maybe like Mundo's like secret OP into Darius, but what I would imagine the lane to go like, Mundo does not like it. Wow, Mundo actually has a winning matchup into Darius. Really? I did not know that. Wow. The more you learn. Alright, and Casio. Ew. Wait, Casio. Why Casio? That sounds awful. Like, I guess thematically, yes, Casio counters like Zac Blitzmundo, but laning into Hui as Casio does not sound fun in the slightest. But also, maybe let me check the win rate first, because I don't know, maybe it's like hidden OP. No, Hui has a pretty decent time. It has like a 53.5 win rate. Yeah, that's how I would have expected the matchup to go. I mean, I don't know. Gemstone has shown he can be aggressive at times. Like, he's played Fizz. The few times he plays Lux, he's gotten quite a few solo kills early. So I think he can. Just like, as someone said, I don't really think he's typically a Hui player. So I don't know if he'll know how to like properly play Hui in lane, because Hui is like a pretty decent lane bully. Like, he can be pretty oppressive. Like, he falls off later, but early game and like around like 1-2 item spike, he's really strong. Especially once he gets Lost Chapter. Once he has the mana to sustain up, he's pretty impressive. Okay, yeah. I'll check out the video. Is that Kiwi? Kind of looks like him. Good lord. Come on, we can go a little bit faster than this. Okay, there we go. Damn, right through the mud. Jesus Christ. Oh, you said it skipped to 45. I didn't even see that. Like I said, if that ain't the most hillbilly shit you've ever seen. All right, let me see. Let me check predictions. We actually have 100% for GIT. Someone dropped 30k. So if you don't mind if I do, I'm gonna drop a quick like 400 on Wits. Just gonna play some odds real quick. Yeah, just gonna slide that in. Just gonna give me my 73% odds. GIT 2-0. I don't know. I feel like it's just another scenario where I feel like I like Blue Side's team comp more, but you can't trust Wits Enders with a damn gold lead, or with a draft diff, in my opinion. Because I mean, we said last game, we think they should have a draft advantage, but mainly, I think the biggest swinger for this team draft, or for this team comp, is actually the Blitzcrank. Because you got to look at this. Sivir, Nami, Casio, Diana, none of them want to get hooked. Besides maybe Diana, but if Diana is going to go, even with like a tankier build, I still think they could just get bursted. I didn't ruin your odds. Someone else did. I put 400. All right. Gemstone's the real bastard because he put 2,500. All right. He's the one that ruined the odds. So be mad at your brother-in-law. He bet after loading into game. True. Yeah, should Who knows? Maybe he knows something that we don't. I actually low-key might refund it because I feel like if like a big fight happens like 2 minutes into the game and like there's like a 4-0, I might low-key just refund it. That's technically cheating. Nah, I don't care enough. Let's see. Jungler. Let's see. Red side. You're going to be starting on the Raptor solo versus the bot side. Going to be taking a leash here for blue. So Devin and Swice should use this time to get lane priority. Yeah, I don't think she gets to stand in auto just because Blitzcrank, Mundo, and Zach are going to be in her face the whole game. But yeah, Sivir does go insane just because of the triple melees, but it's going to be two things: surviving laning phase and positioning properly in fights so you don't just get, fucked up by like a Zac engage. Because you might think Zac is good into Sivir, but it's the same like concept of that. Yeah, you can spell shield the E, but if the Zac is good enough, they just smite the spell shield away and then you get CC'd. Oof. Oh, -1, unfortunately. Scott gonna take a turret shot. Oof. Upper hand just gonna barely miss there. Gonna get another Q though, so he's at least like keeping up, but yeah, what's up with that? Why did Pierre let the wave crash? What is that? He let the wave crash and he's going down in CS early because of the nature of the matchup? That's weird. Why are we not fighting a Darius level 3? Now, the real thing, though, is I'm surprised that Moxina has, like, a CS lead. I feel like it's very hard to miss CS this way. Orion going for a potential gank here onto Mike in the bot lane. Same quick fight here early for Moxie. It's going to be first blood for Gemstone. Same time, if Hardy has the hook, doesn't happen. So we're actually going to back up and rewatch this bot fight real quick. Yeah, we'll rewatch both of them. So it looks like they go in. Hardy uses the hook to pull Orion underneath turret. Debmetz flashes forward, just doesn't have enough damage, so gonna be able to just walk away from that now. Let's go check out, see what happened here in the mid lane. Good lord, will you stay on him, please? So yeah, it looks like he just got pulled in, got the passive proc and the empowered autos. Yeah, like I said, Hui is a very oppressive lane bully early game. Like, he's kind of similar to, like, old Syndra, not gonna lie. Where he just constantly just pelts you with, like, abilities. Gonna be able to grab that. Sitting on 1,300 gold, so he does have Lost Chapter in base. Looks like Mars just in the topside jungle. Ghost going to be popped by Scuttler here. Probably going to force out Mars's flash. Though Gemstone is here, he is able to get first move onto Scott. Not able to find the QW, so won't have the execute. Pierre going to get sidestep up here, brother. Okay. I guess he expected his team to follow him more, but I guess once they missed it, they just didn't want to commit. Gemstone out of mana completely because hasn't been able to get a base off. So even though he found a decent timer, nothing gonna come out of it. Pierre, I don't think you want this. Pierre, you don't win that. I think if he just gets... Does he have mana for ultimate? He doesn't. Costs too much mana. W. Oh, he's gonna get the auto off. Pierre actually gonna be able to find the solo kill. Now let me check something. He doesn't even have the attack speed rune. I guess just no. Darius just has more attack speed. Okay. Somehow Mundo was able to get the first auto off. Mundo is just better base attack speed than a Darius. Because Darius has, you know, attack speed, rune, and alacrity. Pierre's making a mistake here. Okay, we're taking a fast reset. Okay, that's actually 5 head. It's really not, but we're going to say it is. He just knew Darius was coming back to lane right now, and he's like, shit, I gotta die. Now, Diana is starting up the dragon here. If bot side for Wits Ender is actually going to look for a hook onto Nami here, and that's just going to be a dead Nami. And this is just how it goes. You know, Misfortune already on serrated Dirk and has the first strike. It just takes one hook for either of them to explode. Rift Herald going to be started here for blue side. So despite losing the early dragon, they're going to at least be able to trade it here. And I actually like this. You know, you got the Mundo who's pretty good in the side lane. Wei and just bot lane does a pretty good job at taking turrets as well. Yeah, you got the double tap. You have the Wei W. Hardy going to find another hook onto Swice here. Doesn't have any more CC though. I think Gemstone probably should have ulted, but I guess they knew Swice still had flash. So they didn't want to fully commit that just in case he flashes it. Moxie getting chunked out here. I think Gemstone should have popped ult there as well. Like, he gets a half health. It's an execute, so it slows him, and then you can wait till your CDs get up. And I think Gemstone actually had lethal there. He just didn't see it. There we go. Ultimate going to be used. Going to be able to get the passive, and Moxian's dead. Yeah, just going to be a free solo kill for Gemstone. Finally saw the angle. Pierre is going to die, though, probably. Doesn't have the apprehend because he still has the passive, so just going to have to beat him down. Pop Ghost is a little bit too late and able to get the slowdown and going to get another solo kill here for top lane. Diana going to be jumping in onto Gemstone here. Flash going to be used. Gemstone just kind of throwing all of his spells out right now. Trying to get the river. Able to get some of the fruit if bot lane's able to make it up here in time. Doesn't actually have the damage, and Hardy's going to flash forward, hook him into the Misfortune ultimate. Really well played by Gemstone, able to buy enough time, able to get his spell rotations, heal some up off of the fruit in the river. Orion punch in the air right now? Yeah. I'm playing Diana and I'm behind a Zac and CS. I'm pretty mad. Pierre should just have a free solo kill here. Yeah. Scott, I think, just stayed a little bit too long in lane. Not even going to be able to get the heal. Yeah. I will say the only reason he lived, he went recurve bow. If that was blasting one, he dies. Also, where's my electrocute? Play assassin, Diana. Be a man. No, just kidding. Ooh, gemstone getting traded in heavy here. Ultimate going to be used by Moxian, but Mars is here, so he's probably going to force out Moxian's flash. Ooh. Oh, Comet. Not going to be able to connect, so actually able to live that. Mike spamming Mars's flash. Classic. Everyone in the rec league just loves bullying Mars. Yeah. Draft number 2 is kind of showing some champ pool issues. Pierre, you're dead. No, he's not actually able to get the heal off. Okay, knows his limits better than I do. Flash gonna be used by Scott here, but he still has enough healing. Mars, just jump in on Scott, please! Oh my god, Flash. Okay, little bit of a visual bug though. Nami's gonna finally come in, my god. Oh, Pierre gonna walk back into the queue. I think Gemstone low-key should TP. Ah, double kill for the Darius here. Really, really badly played by Mars, but yeah, I think I know why we bully Mars off of that. I hate directed camera. There's a reason I backed it up and it wants to move it away from it. Let's see what here. Mike already on collector. He's just up so much gold. Gonna flash away, but unfortunately just had enough damage. Yeah, directed camera is ass. It just randomly pulls it away from action. It's like, you know, there's a 3v3 bot fight, but like, let's go watch these top laners, like tanks, just like hit each other for some grass procs. If I see Mars IRL, it's on site. Damn. Mars gonna jump in here onto Orion here. The unending despair, I think, is what Gemstone's ultimate. Already gonna get the fadeaway onto Orion, gonna secure the kill here. Yeah. Ooh, Pierre gonna pop the ghost here. They're gonna be jumping in. Mars gonna force out Swice's flash. Gonna send the blast cone over, and Moxian is just, yeah, he's in a 3-way. What? Never mind. Double kill for Pierre here. Huh? I don't know. I didn't say anything. Ghost gonna be popped by Scott. There's just so much fighting going on. Gonna apprehend him out of his E. So at least another kill for Scott, but unfortunately you might be 5-2, but the rest of your map is 0-10. Yeah, I don't know what Moxian's gonna bust out game 3. If it makes it to game 3. Most likely it will, but if, just, you know, who knows. Pierre going to pop the ultimate. They're gonna just blow up Swice. This Hui is level 11 and doing a lot of damage. Ultimate gonna be popped by Debmets. I don't think you guys want this. This Hui is doing a lot of damage. Misfortune just gonna pop ult to get some more poke damage. That caught Orion. He was dead off that QW. Another one. Ghost or heal gonna be popped by Mike to chase down. 2 more flashes gonna be used. Another kill gonna be going over. They have to be careful here though, because Scott can get a couple resets. Good ult by Mars to disengage though. Oh god, Swice, you don't want that. And all in all, it's gonna be a 3-for-0 for for Wits Enders. And who got the dragon? They even got dragon. So 3 for 1, or 3 for 0 and dragon. Worth every day of the week. Don't do it, Mike. Don't do it. Oh, do it, Hardy. Oh. Super losable? I don't know. Because Sivir went static Shiv. So she's never going to do any damage anytime soon. And Hui's almost at 2 items. Almost has Archangel stack. I think the only way they lose is if... God, I think if, like... Darius gets, like, every single shutdown here, and they get, like, 5-0'd. Like, if Darius just gets an ace and gets every single one of these shutdowns, and then just starts, like, going on a rampage, it's losable for red side. Or for blue side. Or if they just do that. Hardy trying to find a hook, and that's going to be a 500 bounty picked up for Diana, so Diana's now up 1,000 gold over Mars. Yeah, we said that last game, and then the game went 39 minutes, and they lost off of a single Jinx reset, so... Ooh, Pierre has to be careful here. Does he, though, is the real question. Jesus Christ, what is that Mundo damage, man? Ooh, Hardy running in onto Moxie in here. Gonna get the nice hook. Does he need to really flash there? I think if he just buffers his ultimate, I don't think he needs to pop flash. Scott gonna pop ghost here, but Pierre's just able to walk away. Yeah, I guess he does flash away from the whale. Rift Tower at least going to be picked up for GIT, so they are at least trading. They at least traded something. But my god, this Hui is 4-0. And once he gets Leandries, I don't think it really matters what Darius does. Because he just gets permanently kited in these team fights. Ooh, ultimate, or nice hook by Hardy here onto Deadmat's going to force out his flash. But Mike is just so out of position. My god. Well, it's another kill going over. Hui is sitting on almost Leandry's gold, so hopefully he's able to get that soon. Pierre, I think does he? Nah, he can just walk away. Flash, actually, okay, he's gonna pop Ghost and Ultimate to just be able to walk away now. He's gonna flash the mastery on his ass. Ooh, Mars gonna be jumping in, gonna find a huge 3-man knockup. Mike can actually go over the wall with the blast cone and get some big damage using the ultimate. Gemstone's finally here into this fight, and he's just cleaning up everything. He has so much damage on the play here. Ooh, big fight here after the mid-tier 2 going to be dropped. Moxie going to be forced to use the ultimate, but I think Wit's Ender is just able to walk away. Hardy, I don't think you want that. I don't really know what Hardy just did. It's something. Mike gonna potentially get caught out by Swice here, but I think he actually is just gonna get soloed. Or at least solo the Anami. Mike going to flash out of the Darius Q there. But unfortunately, still gonna have enough damage to kill him. Mars gonna jump in and try and disrupt this team fight, but the Diana gonna be going in. Hardy's now fresh out of spawn, but they're still gonna get one more. He's gonna use another ultimate. Some interesting team fighting going on. Another hook onto the Darius. I don't think that's the person you want to hook, Hardy. Unfortunately, I feel like it's just... Man, Wit's Ender's just never, like, grouping properly. Shooter's got to shoot. True. At the end of the day, would you rather have your shooter go 0 for 9 or 0 for 30? Alright, I'd rather my shooter go 0 for 30. Because at least that meant they never stopped shooting. Alright, and they weren't a bunch of pussies. The Kobe strat, damn right. They are trying to kill Scott here, but they just don't have enough damage. Mike can finally be able to kill him down here. It's going to be nice. 800 gold going into his pocket. Now has LDR in base. Han Sama definitely needs to take some notes from Mike here. Look at that. LDR, third, 2 games in a row. Already doing better than G2. And Fnatic, because Fnatic's out. Ha! Imagine losing to NA. Ooh, Moxie gonna get caught out here by the Hui damage. They're gonna turn off from the Baron and potentially turn their sights onto Devin here. Pierre gonna pop the ultimate. I think you might be going a little bit too deep, Pierre. Or just doing some 5-head baiting. Flash gonna be used by Devin to get away. He's actually gonna flash over the wall to catch out Swice. And unfortunately, the grievances of your 80 carry is now getting your support dead. Yeah, Roa Seraphs is I don't know. I feel like I hate Roa as an item. I think the only character that can build it is like Ryze, and that's just because he synergizes so well with it. Like he literally just uses every single stat so efficiently. But like every time I see like Andy build it on a Nivea, I'm like, holy hell, he is so useless until 3 items. Like, yeah, you'll start doing a lot of damage at 3 items, but before that, you're so useless. Pierre gonna get caught out here. Doesn't have Ghost to or Ultimate, so they should just let him die. Gemstone, don't get baited. Yeah, no. They're gonna turn their sights onto the Dragon though, but Orion gonna get outsmited. Gonna use the Zanyas to buy some time. Scott still has the Ghost to potentially chase down. Gonna flash afterwards. Gonna get the reset onto Hardy, but they're gonna trade 1 for 1, but they're gonna lose the Dragon for it. They flash for Hardy because it snowballs them into Baron, so it's actually worth a flash. Though this Hui poke, they have to live this Hui poke somehow. If they don't live the Hui poke, it's gonna be rough. And Mike poke. Oh, but Scott gonna blast cone over, gonna jump in onto Mars here. Ultimate gonna be used finally, but just don't have it. Jungler now dead for blue side, so Mars's family. Okay, bro. Are you just like Mars's #1 hater? Oh god, Gemstone flashing forward. You're gonna flash directly into Moxian's ultimate, but not gonna have enough. Holy fuck! Mike just got 3 autos and 3 kills. Is that gonna be a pentakill? My god! Mike gonna finally show up for one of these team fights, and that's a 3.5 item MF. Just did so much damage. You know, if they somehow win this series, I'm just gonna give Mars MVP just to piss you off. Alright, let's check out some of these gold graphs, by the way. 3K for top lead. That's obvious, you know. He's been picking up a lot of kills. Surprisingly, it's 3K in jungle as well, but unfortunately, top and jungle don't matter when 80 carries have a 5,500 gold lead difference. Ew. Why are you going BT? Ew, don't go BT. If this is IE, bro, actually just one-taps everyone. I hate that BT. You're going to pick up the top tier 2 here, and they might try and turn their sights onto Scott. He's going to get baited in here. Hardy going to flash forward. Going to use the ultimate to clear out the wave. They don't have enough damage, though, because, well, they don't have much auto damage. Finally going to fall down. I thought he had a Death Dance, but no, he didn't have it, so. Yeah, I don't like the BT. There's not a lot of poke that you need to really heal up off of. Gemstone going to get jumped in on by Orion here, but as soon as he blows his load, he just doesn't have much damage. TP going to be used by Pierre, and they're now just going to chase down the jungler of GIT. He's probably just dead here. Another kill going over to Mike here, sitting on 2,300 gold. I know we just flamed the BT, but he's literally like 60 or 70% of the way to IE already. My god. He has so much gold. I think it's pretty easy to say we're going to be going to a game 3 because Mike's about to hit full build at 30 minutes. Dragon gonna be picked up here for Wits Enders. No contest from GIT. Diana ain't getting anywhere near that pit. Ooh, bars. Soul point gonna be secured here at 30 minutes. Got Baron spawning in 2 minutes, so I don't expect Wits Enders to do much. They should just slow down the game. You know, your Misfortune's 500 gold off of 500 gold off IE. Just get that before next Baron, and you just instantly win the game. Oh, they finally see that Scott's here in the jungle. But no one's nearby, unfortunately, so Mars is just here for the ride. You know what? I commend it. You know, sometimes it's nice just to be able to sit back and get carried. I got to experience that the last game. It was so much fun. That Aatrox game was the most fun of my life. You know how nice it is just to be able to run around and just not have to do anything because your fucking mid and jungle are so unbelievably fed, or 80 carry in jungle. And I just have to be like, just sit there and be pretty. No, it wasn't. It was fun. Alright, everyone was like, oh, you're probably so tilted. Yeah, of course. I was tilted for the first 8 minutes of the game, and then I had so much fun afterwards. No, like seriously, I didn't care after 8 minutes. Because I literally just looked around the map and I'm like, holy shit, my jungle and 80 carry are so much more ahead. I just didn't care. Yeah. You think I give a shit what y'all say? Scott gonna be caught out here though, and he's just trying to buy time, I guess. Gonna flash afterwards. Oh no. Gonna get the heal. Finally gonna get the kill secured. Moxian's TP'd into the back line. They're gonna find the jump in for Orion onto Mike. They're trying to get the reset. They had 6 items on the Misfortune. Hold up, wait. This might actually be able to go. Wait, I just realized Pierre's full HP. Never mind. Oh, they spot out Orion using the sweeper. Wasn't able to get the connection. He's able to at least get the kill. Mars just kind of standing there watching as it happens. I don't know. That's a Conqueror Diana, brother. That's pretty hard to kill, especially without ultimate. Pierre gonna finally turn back as like, wait a minute, there's a jungler back here. Jesus Christ, Orion is buying. Okay, this is actually bad for Orion's team because all it is allowing Gemstone to get up in time, and now they could just turn on to Baron here. They literally could just run straight to Baron now because Diana's not up for 50 seconds. So it actually would have been better for Orion to just die faster. Because, yeah, now they just lose Baron. Oh, Nami gonna get hooked. Oh my god. Where the fuck did that Nami go? Wait, what? Jesus Christ! He got the Q bounce off the Baron and hit the Nami and just one-tapped her. Holy shit. I was like, wait a minute. There's no way his ult just executed him, right? No, that was just the Q too. Oh. I got dragon spawning here in 30 seconds. I don't know. I just feel it in my gut that the game's going to end soon. I could definitely see it ending, you know, maybe the next like minute or two. Pierre just chasing down chasing down Moxian. Scott just having fun down here running at Mars. Pierre now just walking at Moxian because he doesn't really give a shit because he doesn't, you know, Moxian doesn't do any damage. They need to defend base somehow because Pierre will just look to just take everything. I think Pierre might just front door them. I think we're about to watch a front door. Oh, Devin finally going to show up here. Going to pop the ultimate to chase him down. Has the Rylai slow. And Pierre doesn't have Ghost, so he will fall eventually, but... Oh, Scott going to be able to find the flank here. Nice two-man ultimate by Orion here. Going to find the backline. You know, Mike's going to end up dying. Wait a minute. Hold up. Okay, now they're all... They got at least one kill. And it's going to be onto the Sivers, but... Oh, God, this Hui is doing a lot of damage from range. Quick question. Did Wits Enders just find a way to choke this? There's no way. No. No. There's no way they lost this, right? Okay. I was about to say. Never mind. Okay. Oh my god. Pierre gonna pop Ghost and TP, and I think, okay. Never mind. I was afraid that Wits Enders was about to lose it, but instead it's actually GIT that just, that's just gonna get backdoored by Pierre. And that's gonna be it. Pierre with the backdoor, 34-21. That was very scrappy. Jesus. Really well played. Just going to get the stats real quick. All right. Pierre likes the back door more than the front door. I will not speak for him. He is his own person. Gonna be going into game number 3 here. Oh, I gotta open up OBS because I can't pay out the thingamabobber because I bet on it. I will take that free money though, so I appreciate that. A free quick 3K. Nice-oo. Yeah, for a quick, easy, nice 3K. All right, we're going to be finally jumping into game number 3 here, so... Oh, let me back this up. Now, remember everyone, this is Fearless Draft number dos. All right, so every single champion that's been either picked or banned for the last 2 games is gone, so... We are on very, very thin champ pools at the moment, so... We're going to be going into this 3rd game with 46 champions banned for the first pick. So it's going to be interesting to see what they are going to be able to bust out. We're seeing Kaisa Maokai banned away for blue side. The Akali and the Lulu going to be banned for red side. Final 2 bans going to be Scion, Pierre Scion going to be banned away, and the Ash, the final ban. So we're going to dig deep. We're also going to remember what champions we can and can't pick. Which I'm not going to be doing all that. Bans this time around. We didn't think it was going to go to game number 3. But surprisingly, Orion's Viego, going to be able to be let through, and he's just going to take it up here with the B1. Now, I wonder what Pierre will pick. Because I don't think Fiora has been banned, so if I was him, I probably wouldn't just blind the Mordekaiser. Honestly, he did look pretty good. Wukong going to be... Okay, that's also another pick. Wukong going to be picked up here, so Mars going to save his... I think his like main champion here for game number 3. Callista Hover. Please, dear God, I do not want to watch... Callista locked in for Mike, I'm assuming. There's no way we think Callista... There's no way we think Callista is the answer. In Vayne Braum gonna be picked up here. Just slam Renata. Wait, it's Hardy. Fuck, what do you pick? Do you just throw Hardy on Renata? Like, it's not a hard champion to pick. And you need to pick something with some priority. Because I don't think like Callista Nautilus is good, but Nautilus is banned. Alistar. Ew, why are you picking Alistar into Braum Vayne? That sounds miserable. I know it's hard. I know it's not something you pick. I think you have to go Renata. Because it's just the best champion to pair with Callista, and you just bully the hell out of Braum Vayne. You don't want to first time. The thing is, it's really easy to play Renata. I know it's like you think Hardy, you don't think Renata. The issue is I think Renata is just so strong when paired with Callista because of the way they synergize with each other, and she's very easy to play. Yeah, maybe there are just some champions you just don't understand. Like, I can't play Aatrox to save my life. I tried so many times. I just certain champions just don't pair with people. Boomer League players. Mid Zed. Holy hell. Alright, let's look at some of these bans. Mordekaiser, Kassadin, and Ornn Rumble. So we now officially have wait a minute. Xerath Hover. Is this Alistar top lane? Are you fucking psychotic? Look. You gotta bust something out sometimes, alright? Game 5. Okay, did you expect 2 years ago, Game 5 of the World Championship, the whole entire game is on the line. Did you expect Beryl to slam Bard? Nah. But guess what? It single-handedly won them that game. Gragas Asol going to be slammed here. So Gragas going to be going top lane for Scott. And Asol going to be picked up for Moxie here in the mid lane. Now, what is Pierre going to save as the counter pick into the Gragas? The issue with Gragas is that he has very easy champions. Nasus, okay. Huh. Nasus, Gragas. How does that matchup go in the top lane? I mean, I like Nasus just because it's really good into Viego and Vayne. And it just destroys a side lane later on, but I think he's just going to have a miserable time in team fights. Alright, now look at both these team comps. I'm just taking blue side every day, unfortunately, because I'm having to watch a Callista. Now, who knows? Maybe Mike has a secret Callista account that he just, plays like 1,000 games a season on, and bro's just like GM or something on it, and he's just like, he's been saving it for this specific game. OPGG review? Alright, we're gonna open up Mike's OPGG. Alright. Now. Oh, look, let me turn off that sound. We got 2 minutes. Alright. Let's do a quick OPGG review. Okay, just not looking at the arena stats. Let's look at some of the, I've been seeing some top lane gameplay, some random 80 carry games. Let's see if we've ever seen a Callista in ranked. We've never seen a Callista. Alright. We've seen 3 flex games of Callista, so 7 and 8, 23 and 3. Okay, so maybe he can actually play it. The gold 3 average gameplay, playing with, Connor and Hardy, beat up on this, this random gold player. Bro probably just got home from a long-ass day, 13-hour shift in the construction business. Let me play some Lucian real quick, and he just fucking got curb stomped by his Callista. That was a fun game. 10 and 4, bro. me. Anivia. So at least he does have some experience and isn't just, first timing it. But how fucking Giga Chad would it be if he just first timed Callista in a Rec League game? I would never say anything bad about him ever again if he did that. But now that I know he's at least played it before, it's kind of whatever. Some reason, we call him a Jinx merchant. Bro has a 29% win rate on Jinx. Let's see, is that just flex? 36 in ranked solo duo. Shit, I don't know what your I don't know what. Oh, 4. Here it is. Let's check out Al's OPGG. Jesus Christ, brother. I know we just saw Rumble get banned away. Oh, wait, this is flex. Oh, I thought this was ranked solo duo. ZZZ, me. Huh? The which one? Alright, OPGG review over. We're hopping into game. Look, man, I ain't got nothing else to do. We're literally just waiting for the damn game to start. Finally gonna be jumping in here. Let's see. Are they gonna have Gemstone go mid lane on the Zera? Didn't expect anything different. I'm gonna be hovering bot lane all game, by the way. I don't think we're ever gonna be seeing much of other lanes because I want to see how he plays this Callista. Alright, let's see. Did he go Scorch? He went Gathering Storm. L. Were we seeing a potential... Oh, God, Hardy. Hardy's probably going to be dead here. That's probably going to be first blood going over to Asol. So not bad. Going to be able to at least... Wait a minute. That's... Oh, wow. It's actually Orion going mid lane on the Asol. It's going to be Moxie and Jungle on the Viego. I didn't realize that until now. Holy. Okay. So doing a little lane swapping. Orion is like, or Moxie's like, fuck last game. Tired of these damn junglers. Let me become one. Your points look secure. I think your points were secured since R2. True. Nah, he still had Annie. The Annie was still locked and loaded. He was just tired of tired of mid lane. Though I think picking Annie into Xerath would make me want to off myself in game, of course. Ooh, God, Xerath doing some big damage. I think Xerath's actually a pretty good counter to Asol. Just because when he stands still, you just get to hit him with a free W. Oh yeah, let's actually see how bot lane's going, by the way. Alright, real testament. How well is Mike gonna CS under turret? I swear to God, if directed camera doesn't fucking stop. One out of 5. Or is that the ranking or the amount of CS he's missed? He only got 1 out of the 5 under turret? Jeez. And -1. Jesus Christ. I was looking at a DM. Ooh, Hardy going to be jumping in onto both of them there. Able to find a nice 2-man knockup. Hardy going to jump in onto Swice here. Has to be careful. Going to flash afterwards. He's probably going to tick down to the Ignite. Will at least fall. So good flash by Mike there. Quite a lot of damage. Okay, Mike. Wait a minute. Hold up. Devin going to be forced to flash. Moxie going to get knocked up here. And if they get the stun, Mike, turn on to Viego. Okay. You know what? They aren't actually looking too bad. Yeah, he could have if he played that better. But that was a lot of damage on the WQ. Swice was not expecting to get bursted like that. Ooh, Ryan has to be careful. If did Gemstar have stun? Oh, he didn't have stun. I was like, if he has stun there, he's just dead. Or at least flash. It's like Mars stopped Orion's recall, so he's gonna lose at least this wave. Better base timing for Gemstone, and ew, don't go. No, no, no. Don't build Tears, Aerith. No, no. I feel like I'm in Interstellar right now. That scene where he's like, don't do it. No, don't. No, don't go Tears, Aerith. You don't need it. Don't do it, Murph. Don't do it. Stop. Yo, you hungry? Anyone hungry? Well, if you are, check out our sponsor right there, FactorBox. You get 50% off using the code right there in the chat of MF Rec League. 50% off your first box, 20% off next month's box if you want to help support us. We greatly appreciate it here. They got some pretty good meals, you know. I looked at them, they're like, hey, they actually look pretty good. And they're actually not too badly priced. But back to the gameplay. We just got a lot of wet noodle fight here in the top lane. Don't expect much. Pierre just kind of bonking minions. Trying to get a bonk onto Scott there. Gonna finally use the ultimate. Void Grub going to be picked up here for Moxian. Probably going to be able to grab all 3, but they're going to end up trading Dragon for it. And I think statistically wise, first 2 Dragons is actually better than Void Grub still. Ooh, Ghost going to be popped by Pierre. He has the ultimate damage. Swice is here though. Exhaust going to be used and going to be able to get the passive proc. So Pierre actually going to end up falling. Just doesn't have enough mana, unfortunately. Wait, why did Moxian just give up? Wait, what? Wait, why did Moxian just run away? Huh? Nah, okay, that's something. Ooh, Gemstone or Ultimate going to be used by Orion here. Mars just kind of sitting over the wall. Uh-oh. Just got to hit one more. Boom! Gemstone going to be able to find the snipe onto him. This is going to be a nice kill. And despite getting that first kill early, Gemstone actually starting to get a decent of a lead. Though one thing I am surprised, they never dove. They never dove Devin there. They've been freezing this wave. I don't know for how long. Yeah, Orion and Moxian swapped. I guess because either Moxian was tired of playing mid lane, or I don't know if it was because Fearless Draft just like closed his champ pool too much. I think it was probably a mixture of both. Scott just going to walk away from Pierre here. Ultimate actually going to be used. Ultimate going to be popped as well, so just going to trade ult for ult. But just the way Gragas can play this, he can play it so slow. Though Pierre is healing up so much and actually just going to get it soloed. So Scott just tried to go for the all-in, but didn't wait for his CDs to come back up. Al, I don't think your points are as safe as you think they are. Fate's Call going to be used. Going to send him back underneath the turret. Just diving after him with the ult pop from the Alistar has enough tankiness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can he escape? Oh, nice job by Mike. But Moxian has flash and ultimates just to get back over the wall if he wants to. So he tried, but unfortunately not able to find anything. Orion going to fly in onto Gemstone here. And he's probably going to end up falling for it as well. So 2 quick kills going over to Moxian here. What was looking good for Wits Enders is now looking bad. Mars going to be jumping in on a Scott here. Brother, you don't kill that. If Pierre can get in range to Wither, he wins that. But Pierre won't ever get in range. You were saying? I don't remember. I have amnesia. Bonk. Let's see what happened here in the mid lane. Looks like Gemstone just going to force Orion really far back. Going to force the flash away from the stun. Has to hit one more. Going to be able to at least sidestep the final one, so is able to at least play the game now. Did able to finally able to get the magical footwear, so we'll be able to more easily sidestep the Xerath poke. Oh my god. Just got fighting all over the map. It's like Scott just stayed a little bit too long. Wait, yeah. Wait, you don't have... Just going to pop Ghost. And yeah, too much range on the Empowered Q. He's just going to end up getting bonked. Plus 12. This Nasus pick is looking better. Ultimate gonna be forced out here by Swice just to allow him and Viego to escape. So no Voidling is gonna be summoned this game. Each team going to probably grab 3. Do have dragons spawning here in 30 seconds. Going to be Hextech Dragon, so blue side or red side's definitely going to want to fight over that. Part 3. Didn't they play against each other in the All-Star game? I didn't end up watching it. So I don't remember how it went or know how it went. Pierre has to be careful. He has no mana. We're about to have a freak moment. We're going to pop the ultimate. But issue is, you don't have mana, brother. Ultimate going to be used trying to knock Pierre underneath the turret. But I actually think he doesn't want that. One more Q. Oh! No, actually going to be able to find the solo kill. Going to knock him back under turret. Just going to use the phase rush to disengage him. And going to be able to get his spell rotations back up. Uh-oh. 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 One more auto. And yeah, he got the Braum proc. But no, Mars actually going to use the Cyclone and the Fate's Call to help disengage from the Callista here. But I don't think they want this fight, because here is Orion down here in the bot lane with the Sky's Ascent, going to drop it onto 2 of them. They're going to be able to pick up the kill onto the Wukong and the Callista. Now the Aesol going to be trying to fly back in onto Hardy here. Wait, what? Hardy? Gotta sidestep the Q. Wait, now Swice is dead! Ah! If Scott blinded Kale this game and had to play Kale into Nasus, I think he actually hates his life. Because if you don't know, Nasus is Kale's #1 counter. Kale cannot do anything into Wither. Oh yeah, he looks like that when he deals with you because he wants to lose on purpose, so you get pissed off. Like Shen. Yeah, he probably could have tried Shen. I don't know. Maybe he wants something with like more carry potential, I guess. Rather than Shen or blinding Kale. Yeah. We're at 258 at 15. That's actually not that surprising. That's like what, about average? Maybe a little bit above average. She's actually doing a pretty decent job. Ghost and Ultimate gonna be popped by the Pierre here, but Scott just gonna be able to easily disengage him. Yeah, the Iceborne first item, I guess it like scales better in like team fighting because you can just slow them, but it doesn't give you much like kill pressure over the Nasus or over the Gragas. Did they just like see him on vision? Oh no, Gemstone just caught him out and then popped the ultimate. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, wait, why did he just pop ult? Yeah, you have to take Phase Rush. The thing is, I low-key think Pierre should have matched Phase Rush. Like, Phase Rush is really good on Nasus. Pierre, I think you're just going to die. Okay, Scott just going to be able to easily get the solo kill here. Yeah, I'm liking Iceborne less and less every time I'm seeing him play with it. That quick fighting here in the bot lane. Mike getting jumped in on. Devin going to try and flash forward to get the condemn into the wall, but not going to be able to find it. They got to do something. Just not able to have enough damage onto Devin. It's probably going to be a double kill going over the bot lane. And despite having item advantage and level advantage, still going to end up dying. I think Hardy played that pretty bad. I think he missed both Qs. I think what he needs to do is he just needs to like knock Braum away when he goes for the shield. Oh, Scott gonna come straight out of base here and gonna catch out Gemstone. We'll be able to fly away, or flash away, so won't be able to find the kill. TP gonna be used by Pierre here to come into the mid lane, so they're probably gonna look to contest. Gonna jump in on a Scott here. He's gonna use a big 3-man cast to disengage. Mars gonna go in with the Cyclone. They are able to get the shutdown onto the Callista at least. So that should be free. That should be a free dragon for Wit's Enders with that death. Oof. A-Soul's not having a fun time. Okay, I like it. Gemstone. I don't know if like someone told him he sold the tier. I don't know when he did that. Maybe he refunded it earlier. We got a lot of fighting going on, by the way, here. Ultimate going to be popped by Hardy. Try and buy some time. Devin going to have to look to disengage. If they flash after him, they could find something. Pierre going to find the Wither onto the Braum here. They have to be careful. Wait. Oh, shit. Scott TP'd in, and he's going to end up joining the fight. Devin going to be able to finally get bursted down. Callista going to pick up 2 more kills. Just trying to do some damage, but Lethal Tempo is going to be fully stacked. And my god, we were talking all that shit on Mike's Callista, but bro was just free firing in these fights. That's going to be a triple kill for the Callista, a 18-minute ace. Dragon picked up, and the Callista is now sitting on almost a 2.5k gold lead over the Vayne. Xerath is up 800 gold. Wukong's even. Nasus is down 600, but who cares? But the real thing is the fact that Callista is actually just so far ahead. Pierre's going to be able to secure this free top tier turret, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get away. Gragas is very hard to walk away from. Yeah. I don't know. Mars is here, and Scott actually doesn't have that much damage anymore. Pierre finally picked up a piece of MR and going to end up popping the Mastery 7 emote. Once again, brother is spamming. One more. All right. One more for the... Yeah, he pretty much just walked up and just started just spamming Q. Yeah, once he finally got the Spectres, Gragas doesn't have much damage anymore. Alright. Let's look at the lane states. Top's pretty much over. Gragas is trying to scale up, but I don't see him being useful anytime soon. Especially because he has a tier that's not being built into Seraphs. So that's going to be third item Seraphs. That's going to feel bad. Jungle's pretty much even, but I feel like Wukong has an easier time just because of how much AoE damage he can do versus the Viego, who's mainly single target. Asol is at 2 items, but I feel like he's going to struggle into the Xerath poke. And you can already see how it is kind of in the side lane. Xerath is just pelting the hell out of him. And then, of course, AD carry is just kind of useless. Kalista is just up so much gold. Now, how do you stop the bleeding if you're blue side? I think you just need to you have to know that Pierre is going to be going into a side lane. No way this crashes. Okay, I was about to say. You know Pierre is going to be spending a lot of time in a side lane. So you know it's going to be a potential 4v5 if he doesn't have TP. So they have to find a quick execute on someone with like the Sky's Ascend. They have to get Orion out of the side lane because he can't lane into Xerath. Xerath is just going to be bullying him because he just outranges him. So they need to free him up, shove a one wave, look for a reset, and then have him group. Just have him group and try and use the Sky's Ascend and try and find like a nice like 3v5 or 4v5 engage. And just try and blow someone up. Because you guys aren't going to be able to contest this next dragon because Kalista's already on Terminus and Xerath is on 2 items. And if you leave Pierre here alone in the side lane, he's just going to take your entire base. So you needed to... I think their window's slowly starting to close. Because they needed to try and make a fight like a minute before dragon spawned. Let's get a stack check going on. Brother's almost at 500 stacks, so he has a lot of damage. Let's see. I think, yeah, they're just going to drop it, and they're going to try and look for a play onto Pierre here. Scott going to use the cask to drop him into the turret range. Flash Condemn going to be used by Devin here to at least get the CC. Almost able to get at least 1-for-1, but eventually will fall. Now they do trade over Soul Point for not even a shutdown, so yes, it is something in return, but it's not good. Like it's I guess it's better than nothing, but it still feels bad. I think Nasus was R5, so he had to blind top. It was Viego B1. Then I think they went what? They went Braum Vayne, and they picked Asol Gragas. Yeah. I guess he just wasn't thinking about those champions at the moment. Cause what he saw Wukong, Kalista, Xerath, Alistar. Ultimate gonna be instantly popped by Hardy. So they're just gonna keep himself alive. There was up to that point 57 bans when he finally got to pick. So It's probably very confusing once you get to that point because you got to think like, okay, if I want this champion, wait, I can't just pick that champion because it's banned. Okay, maybe this champion? No, that's banned as well. Swice's going to jump in here, going to exhaust the Callista instantly, but she's just going to flash away. TP going to be used by Pierre here to join the fight. Hardy doesn't have ultimate, so he's kind of squishy, but Pierre finally going to use the ultimate. It's actually going to push him to safety, which is going to be the Gragas Cask. No reset for the Viego. Brahm's going to finally fall. Sky's Ascent going to be dropped here onto the team fight. Fate's Call going to be used by the Callista. She's just standing in the ASOL's queue, not even sidestepping it or anything. Somehow it was a 4 for 5. Gemstone going to be the sole survivor. Overall, is that better? How many shutdowns? Vayne did get the Callista shutdown at least, so... But we'll lose their tier 2 mid for it. Honestly, it's someone who did it. It is confusing as hell. Like by third game, it's really hard to keep track of everything. So it's hard to remember what you should pick. So you're just gonna default to like, okay, I know this champion's not banned, and I know I'm playing. Just give him to me. All right, we got final soul point or soul just gonna be spawning here in a minute for Wits Enders. Now, Callista finally able to get to her third item. I'm gonna pick up the Runons. And Horizon Focus going to be picked up for Gemstone here in the mid lane. It is going to be a tough team fight for GIT. It's going to be hard for them to find anything here because they just have so much damage. Ooh, Gemstone's flash is going to be burnt here though. Really good max range ultimate by Gragas here, but still getting picked out or poked out pretty rough here. Wait, ultimate going to be used by Xerath here. Try and chase down Scott. Oh my god, that damage. Jesus Christ. Scott's pretty much out of the fight before the fight's even started, so he's going to have to TP back, but if they know he's going to have to TP back, they should just try and burst it now. TP going to be finally used. Oh, wait, Devin going really far. Nothing going to be able to find. Sky's Ascent, the ultimate just going to be used by Orion here. Going to find it on the 2-man. Baron's soul point going to be secured by Mars here. Now they're turning their sights onto Swice, and it's going to be a 3-for-1 trade so far. Dev Met's left alone, but Wither going to be used by Pierre. Going to pop the Mastery 7 emote. And it's going to be a 4-for-1. They're going to turn their sights onto Baron, and that might just be slowly game over for GIT here. Plus 12. Decane. Wow. They didn't even wait 5 seconds for Gemstone to spawn to give him Baron. They hate their mid laner. They hate Al's brother-in-law. Scott just being annoying. Is able to catch out Mars trying to get a reset. But Hardy is back on the map. I wonder if he'll be able to buy him enough time. No, he's just going to walk away. So you go fuck yourself. You died. Not my fault. Oh, Moxian caught underneath turret. Ultimate going to be used by Gemstone here. If he's able to hit all of them, I think Moxian's just dead. Flash going to be used. Alistar going to be jumped in on by DevMets here. He's doing a lot of damage. E-Flash coming out of Scott here, going to find the kill onto Callista. They're just getting a bit too hyphy. Okay, bro, don't be saying all that in chat. Just say you're going to send him a special package. Don't actually say what it is. Just being annoying. Yeah, because it's not my stream. Of course I'm going to enforce it. I'm not going to get the Rec League channel in trouble. My own channel? I don't. If it was my own channel, I wouldn't care, but since I don't personally own it, of course I'm going to enforce it. Alright, we got some reason this game is going to go to an Elder Drag fight. Alright, I don't know how. I feel like I think Gemstone has been sitting on this large rod for... Yeah, he has Death Cap in base. So he's going to take the base now. So he's finally on Death Cap before the next Dragon fight. So Xerath's going to be hurting. He's at 441 AP. He's going to be at like, what, 700. Alright. He's going to be hitting like a truck. Alright. 1Q's probably going to do 1,000 damage to some of them. It's doing 800. With First Strike, probably close to 1,000. Will the Wits Enders throw from a lead? You know what? I will say yes, just because Mike didn't build a Wits End, and instead he's going for Jack Show. Which I kind of hate. I don't know why he's going for Jack Show build. I think he should do... I think Wits End's better. Oh no, Pierre gonna get caught out here. He still has a minute until Dragon, so... Gonna try and take the fight on, though. TP gonna be used by Gemstone to save him. Let's see this 1Q. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Mike getting caught out here, potentially. Mars gonna go in and actually gonna use the Cyclone. That's a big cooldown gonna be used right before Dragon spawning in here in 40 seconds. Pierre gonna get caught out here, gonna get knocked back into... Oh my god, Wits Enders are throwing. Viega gonna use the Heartbreaker to get the reset. Exhaust gonna be used onto Mars here. Sky's Ascend coming in, gonna get a nice two-man knockup. Mike's caught out. Hardy gonna be pulled back in with a Fates. Oh my god. No way. Gemstone gonna get the kill onto him if he's able to get the CC. CC not gonna come in time, so 2 for 5 ace for GIT. Elder Dragon is going to be started up and easily secured. 20-second death timers. Alright, will they wait the 10 seconds to at least give it to Swice? 3. Okay, they at least wait. They waited for Swice to at least spawn. Yep. Somehow we have a game. No idea how, but we do. You would think a Xerath that is this fed... It's so annoying because you have such a fed Xerath. If they just play front to back, the Xerath will just 1v9 the game. Okay, when a Xerath is this late in the game, he's almost 6 items. They don't have really that good engage. The main way to counter Xerath is to have hard engage, but they just don't have it. Like, their best engage is like an E flash from Gragas. So if they just group as 5 and stop having to try and, you know, play through a split push, these fights would be so much easier. Yeah. Oh my god, Mars just got half health. I think if Scott ults him there, he might actually kill him with a Elder. Nah, because the only way if he engages onto a Xerath is if he goes really deep, or if the Xerath is just so unbelievably caught out and overextended. Oh, Scott gonna E-flash in, gonna find the knock-up onto Mike here. They're gonna get the 1 kill. Hardy gonna get knocked back into the team comp. 2 kills. Pierre gonna TP in to try and slow it down. Pierre now gonna get a burst. Guys, why are we fighting with Elder? Why are we fighting the Elder Dragon? Just give up the turret, please. Scott finding a really nice engage. Gonna find Mike caught out. And that's probably gonna be Baron dropped by Wits Enders here. Holy hell. This is really going to be a 40-minute game. Alright, maybe Orion was actually just 5-headed. I flamed him earlier for going Gathering Storm. That's just going to give him 80 AP. Yeah, I don't know. Somehow, Mike's now down 2k gold. Well, at this point in the game, it doesn't really matter because most people are reaching full build. So it's pretty much just going to be on team fights now. Well, the series wouldn't have ended if it didn't take until 8:30 to start the first game. Alright, the only reason the series went to 11 is because it took them 30 minutes to start the first one. Gemstone. Oh my. Huh? Wait. Huh? What the fuck? Okay. Scott let go of his earthly tether. Bro is literally Guru Lahima right now. Alright, we got Elder spawning in a minute and a half. The problem is, I feel like we're at the point of the game where Kallista's useless as fuck. Like, Kallista's outscaled. Vayne's doing so much more. Nasus isn't doing anything either. Like, bro's just stacking to stack. He has 800. It doesn't matter. Asol has 466. Bro is doing 15% max health and has a 17 max health. Oh my god, we're missing a fight. Alright, let's see what happened. Hardy gonna get picked by... Wait, Mike? Hardy gonna have to go in to block the Spectral Maul from the Viego. They're going to look for the quick reset. Not going to be able to find it, though. Big Cyclone CC, but they're just lacking the damage. Vayne is just kind of free firing right now. Not able to get the GA proc, so won't be able to find that because of the heal coming out of Scott, though. Xerath will be able to at least trade 1 kill. So jungler dead for red side, but the support going to be traded back. Ultimate going to have to be popped by Pierre to keep alive. It's a lot of stats. Oof. This is actually going to go to second Elder. Alright. Elder Dragon Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. You got Mars spawning in 5 seconds. They should just look to fucking start it right now. Burst this thing. You have Skies Ascend. Pierre's in the top lane. They are not set up properly. No way, they're just giving it? Wait, you're just giving up Elder? You have to fight this or the game's over. Alright, just game's over, I guess. You just gave over Elder Dragon for free. Like, they could just siege your base. You have to fight that there. You can't just give over the buff. Hardy gonna get jumped in on here, and he's just dead. There's the first death. Gemstone trying to poke them out, but Orion's probably gonna use Sky's Ascend here in a second. Just gonna fly in, just use some massive AoE damage. Scott gonna flash forward, just gonna be able to find the knock up on a Mike, and he's dead. Mars is gonna drop to the Elder Dragon. They're turning their sights onto Pierre. That's gonna be another person dead. Gemstone's in base trying to do some damage, but unfortunately his team just never front to backed with him. He's going to fall, and that's going to be it. 35-27 for GIT here. Going to be able to take series win 2-1 over Witsenders. You'll be seeing the damage chart. My God. Scott just hitting, pretty much beating up on Pierre for a good chunk of the game. Still did quite a lot of damage. Fucking literally one-shot Gemstone at one point. Fun champion. Jesus Christ. Alright, let me hop in. Let's see. Where are we getting MVP to? I'm gonna try. Let me actually look through stats. Let's see how game 1 went. Game 1 was Moxian 12-4 on Aurelia. Orion was 4-1 on the Ivern. Did a pretty good job. Game 2 is Scott as well. He tried to will everyone, but unfortunately just the rest of the map was just kind of falling apart. I think Scott's definitely MVP. Oop, don't need that. Yeah, I think Scott. Orion? I don't know. I think Scott did the most. He pretty much carried game 3 here. Game 2, he was on the Darius, and he was like really the only person that was actually trying that game. There's no shot you're giving it to Scott. Why is there no shot? Orion easy, bro. What? Yeah, he had good game 1 on, but he didn't do shit on Diana game 2. Scott was like trying to 1v9 game 2. I don't care. Y'all can send whoever. I'm about to just end this shit. I'm just gonna do a quick interview. Hello.
Do it.
Hello.
Yo, how's it going?
Oh, jeez. You good? Your mic, you sound really raspy.
Oh, how about now?
Okay, yeah, now it sounds better. I was like, oh,
Yeah, I mean,
damn.
I came in here like really, really fucked up.
Oh, no, you good. All right, how was that series? Game one, you guys had a pretty decisive victory, and then game two is a little rough. How was it? How was like the comms and everything going into game three?
Um, I don't know. I was a little messed up. I got kind of like down in my feels going into game three, and Devin pulled me out of it. He was like, "Come on now, we're doing well. I'm doing good. Like I have huge carry potential here."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Okay, I'll listen to him. I'll just dial it in. I'll kind of chill out, stop solo dying to Pierre, and I'll do what I can." And that's kind of how it went. Like I was super surprised late game to just EW Gemstone for 1800 damage and just watch him pop off my screen.
Yeah,
And
I was just monologuing about something, and then you just popped, and I said, "What the fuck?"
I did the same reaction. I was like, "Hey, let me go. I think Xerath dies here. Like I'm gonna flank him." And I go E through his E,
Mm-hmm.
and I run into him, and I'm like, "Okay, let me throw my W down real quick." And then he died. He had 1100 HP. He died. And I was like, "Well, my bad.
I
I
literally,
guess Gragas OP."
I literally went back and I rewatched it in slow motion because I was like, "What the hell just happened?"
Yeah,
And no,
it was
like
kind of crazy.
now you guys did end up winning game two. How were our game three? How were the comms like halfway through the game? Because I know you guys were down pretty big early.
Yeah, it was really Devin carrying comms. Like, I was,
You were
I was
tilted.
being a Debbie Downer. I
Yeah.
can't lie. Like, I was really
Trust,
sad
I
about game
probably would have been
two.
the same thing in your position if that's how I played Darius game two.
Yeah, I misplayed game three. Let Pierre kill me a couple times. I was like, oh shit, he just ran me down, and I didn't phase rush away. And I was like, oh my bad guys, this is on me. GG. Like, we lose again to these guys. And Devin's like, man, shut the fuck up. Like, just dial in, just lock in. Stop whining, stop complaining, just play your game. And that's what he did. And so I'm glad he was there to like kind of hold me and like keep me in the loop
hmm
because I was going off the rails, just like losing my mind. I'm
Yeah.
like getting into the top lane mentality. I'm losing my ADC zen.
Like, come on, man. Why the fuck am I 5-1 and my team's 0-12? What the hell am I supposed to do?
Yeah,
All
you gotta
right.
have an ADC to yell at me.
hmm
I trust ADC players. I think they're
Yeah.
chill.
They're used to being masochists. They're used to it. You know. All right. Let's see. Now, you guys are gonna be facing Andy's team next. What do you guys? How do you guys feel about that series going into it?
Oh, we are.
Yeah, I've already been scheduling with
Erm?
Bean's
I
team.
mean, we've taken a game off of them. I think they're not gonna let Aatrox through this time, but I'm still confident in our bot lane. Like especially game one, we have a lot more options to draft around because like even though they have a tighter champ pool, I think they are a stronger thing to play towards than me. Like with an open champ pool, with me getting whatever pick I want, I'm not that reliable of a carry. But
hmm
when we get Devin and Spice both on comfort picks and Moxian also on like a stable mid lane, our bot side of the map just takes over. So I'm happy to. I think game one we'll see a lot of strength out of them, and I'll just kind of do my job and like play a tank, kind of how I went Malphite game one this series.
hmm
Um, and I'll just kind of try to open them up to carry the game for me because I have a lot of trust in them. They're performing really well.
That's okay. That's understandable. All right, let's just wrap this up real quick. Who you give an MVP to on the enemy team as an honorable
Gemstone.
mention? Yeah.
I think Gemstone was crazy. Like he did hella damage last game. He sniped Devin. If Devin didn't have the wherewithal to buy GA before the Elder Drake fight, he would have just been out whenever we went in for a push.
hmm
But Gemstone sniped him with his R's, took down his entire health bar to his GA, and then it was like, well, what can you do? Like you gotta wait for it to respawn, and now your ult is worn off, and we just get to run into your base. Also that like Hui play he had whenever we killed 4 of them,
Oh yeah, he
and I
saved that
didn't
game,
quite
Loki.
make it onto him. If I make it there and I kill him, then like we get to shove it down mid, maybe take Nexus towers. I don't think we quite end the game there, but like we get to do a lot.
Yeah.
And instead he held on, played in the blue jungle, killed like 2 or 3 of us. And yeah, he went pretty crazy. Like he was holding on to that for the longest time.
All right. Yeah, Gem's going to be the MVP, and I think that's going to be. Yeah, they picked our team. That's why I said you guys are facing them. But yeah, that's going to be all from us tonight. Check us out in the Discord. I don't know if any other games have been scheduled yet. Next game that's officially been scheduled is this Sunday, Boston Tea Party versus Wits Enders. But we'll have some more MST games.